believe someone faked their own death and tricked everyone for years? This jaw-dropping story will have you questioning everything you thought you knew. Discover the unbelievable twists and turns of a masterful deception that left thousands stunned. What drove this person to such extremes? And how did they pull it off? Stick around as we uncover the shocking truth behind this mind-blowing tale that's crazier than any movie plot. Just before we jump into the 10-day nuptials of the century, let's take a quick look at the member of the Brunei royal family who decided to defy all odds and marry for love. The state of Brunei, a country in Southeastern Asia, is a very prosperous country ruled by His Majesty Sultan Hassan al-Bolkiah. And just like any other monarchy in the world, the Sultan has power and status unlike any other. Sultan Hassan al married 3 women and had 12 children, 5 sons and 7 daughters, along with 18 grandchildren. One of his many children is the prince in question, Prince Abdul Matin ibn Hassan al-Bolkiah, who was the 10th child and 4th son of the Sultan of Brunei with his former second wife, Mariam binti Haji Abdul Aziz. This young prince is known as one of the most eligible bachelors in the Asian continent and has been described as hot, especially by people who actively stalk his 2.5 million followers Instagram page. However, the young prince has a backstory of his own, probably one expected of some male royals. Prince Abdul Matin, born on August 10, 1991, was given the very best education expected of a member of the royal family. He studied at the St. Andrew's School in Bandar Seri Begawan, Brunei, where he received his primary education. He got his secondary education at the Padaka Seri Begawan Sultan Science College, named after the 28th Sultan of Brunei, and Jeradong International School. A few years later, in July 2014, the young Prince Mateen acquired a Bachelor of Arts degree in International Politics from King's College London, and 2 years later, he was awarded a Master of Arts degree in International Studies and Diplomacy from the School of Oriental and African Studies, University of London. With his pretty high level of education and international exposure, it almost looked like the young prince was being set up for a political role in his home country, just like any royal-born son. However, Prince Mateen took a bit of a detour and went into the military instead. Long before getting his master's degree, the young prince had an interest in the military and its affairs, even going to a number of military-related events while he was younger. Thanks to his interest in military affairs, young Prince Mateen, along with 200 recruits, started his commissioning course for regular army officers at Royal Military Academy Sandhurst in the United Kingdom on May 9, 2010, at 18 years. About a year later, on April 15, 2011, the young prince graduated from the Sovereign's Parade Commissioning Course 102 with the title of Officer Cadet and was later promoted to Second Lieutenant. After training at the Royal Military Academy Sandhurst, Prince Mateen experienced a lot of success in his military career, as he got promoted to the rank of a substantive lieutenant a year later and became captain about 4 years after that. By March 2018, Prince Mateen had received training in Royal Air Force Cranwell in England and was a confirmed helicopter pilot. The prince kept climbing up the military ladder and became a major by 2021, even becoming a Green Beret Commando of the United Kingdom. But all this military progress didn't stop the young prince from having a diplomatic career as a royal. His diplomatic career entailed him representing his father in a number of high-class public events, such as the 24th Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting in Malta in 2015, the inauguration ceremony of the University of Oxford Center for Islamic Studies new building in 2017, as well as the Brunei and Jordan Alliance meeting in 2018, which he attended with the Crown Prince Al Hussein. Prince Mateen also joined his father on other events, like the 12th Asia-Europe meeting in Brussels in 2018, Japan's Emperor Naruhito's succession ceremony to the Chrysanthemum throne a year later, the 35th ASEAN Summit and related summits opening ceremony, and Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II's state burial on September 19, 2022. Besides his very illustrious military career and his obligated diplomatic career, the young prince also dabbled in sports for a while. He is a very proficient polo athlete and has represented his country twice at the 2017 and 2019 Southeast Asian Games. During the 2017 Southeast Asian Games, in front of nearly 3,000 spectators, the young prince and his sister, Princess Azama, faced off against Malaysian Minister Kari Jamaluddin in a polo game between Brunei and Malaysia. In another event, the 48-degree Torneo Internacional de Polo concluded on Santa Maria Polo Club in 2019. The young prince, along with his team MB Polo, were crowned winners at the High Goal Gold Cup final for the first time. It goes without saying, but the young prince has lived a very full life, indulging in every activity to better himself. A true royal in every sense of the word. Our Cinderella proxy in this story is Anisha Rosnah binti Adam, otherwise known as Anisha Isa Kalebic, born on November 6, 1994, to Sidi Miriam Isa and Ivica Adam Kalebic, a Croatian-born man who was also known as Adam bin Abdullah. Anisha's grandfather, Pahin Dado Isa bin Haji Ibrahim, has major ties to the Sultan of Brunei and the Brunei royal family, as he is the special advisor to the Sultan of Brunei since 2018. She has a number of siblings and half-siblings, one of which is Daniel Dean Isa Kalebic, a good friend of the young prince. Even though Anisha has been referred to as a commoner, she isn't just your average common folk that you see in a random fast food joint. England-born Anisha was pretty well off, even attending the same secondary school as the young prince, Jerodong International School. After completing her secondary education, Anisha continued her education at the University of Bath in the United Kingdom from 2013 to 2017 to pursue a degree in European Studies with French and Spanish. Apart from her college education, Anisha also completed a semester at the timeless Complutense University in Madrid, with work placement in Paris, France. Just like the young Prince Mateen, Anisha indulged in many activities at a young age, including horse riding and playing musical instruments, such as piano, violin, and guitar. However, unlike the young prince, she had her own career as the owner of the fashion label Silk Collective, as well as being a co-founder of Authenticary, a travel agency that offers cultural experiences across several countries. One of the questions on everyone's minds is, how did Prince Mateen and Anisha get together? Well, this is a very well-known story in Brunei, as it turns out that the young prince and Anisha have been longtime childhood friends, thanks to the strong relationship between the Sultan of Brunei and Anisha's grandfather. Coupled with the fact that they both attended the same high school, their friendship deepened and extended into their teenage years. As teenagers, they hung out a lot and even attended parties together. But their relationship hadn't gotten serious yet. Around that time, Anisha was in a different relationship for a couple of years with a man named Dan Bowman. However, that ended after some time. Subsequently, in 2018, Anisha and the young prince got together, which marked the end of their friendship and the beginning of their love story. This happened when Prince Mateen and Anisha were studying in the United Kingdom, and they hung out together as fellow countrymen living in a faraway land. This hangout slowly but surely developed into a very sweet love story, which was made even stronger thanks to their sharing common interests like horses and soccer. By 2020, the relationship got very serious, enough for them to start attending public social events together as lovers and not just friends, even going as far as attending his sisters, Princess Fadzila and Princess Azima's weddings with Anisha as his +1. Many wondered where this relationship was going, and if it would stand the test of time and end in a marriage. I guess the girl's grandfather and the young prince's father hoped for it more than anyone. Thankfully, the Sultan of Brunei and Anisha's grandfather didn't have to hope anymore, as the couple announced their intention to tie the knot in 2023. As one would expect from an ecstatic father with the power of a king, the Sultan of Brunei issued a royal decree, granting the young couple permission to go ahead and take their love story to the next level. This happened even though Anisha wasn't of royal blood, making everyone wonder why the Sultan of Brunei consented to the union. Could it be because of how much he loves his youngest son, or because he himself has married 2 non-royal women in the past? Or maybe the great ruler is just a sucker for a true love story that has stood the test of time, like Anisha and Prince Mateen's love story. Regardless, the couple had the Sultan's backing, which means they had the support of the entire country of Brunei, and it was finally time to plan the wedding of the century. The wedding was set to take place on January 7, 2024, in one of the best events of the century. The wedding was set to be part traditional, part grandiose 10-day ceremony that was definitely not inferior to any other royal wedding of the past. It started with a royal proposal from the young Prince Mateen to his lovely bride, which was followed by the Akad Nikah ceremony, a solemn marriage tradition done according to Bruneian customs. There was also the Khatam Quran, a special reading of the Quran for the couple, where Anisha sported her first bridal look, which was shared on Instagram by the designer Tay Firdaus. This event was followed by a customary powdering ceremony called the Istiadat Berdebak, which is a very common ceremony in Malaysia and Brunei involving the groom and bride-to-be being blessed by close family members, as they usher them into a happy, fertile, and wealthy married life. These close members of both families applied paste to the hands of the couple while they blessed them, as the couple wore fabulously crafted and beautifully coordinated red outfits for this event. The wedding ceremony reached its climax at the wedding reception, the Bear Sanding, which took place at the 1,788-room Istana Nurul Iman Palace on January 14, 2024. Prince Mateen arrived at the venue first, with a 17-gun salute marking his arrival, along with a procession of 40 spear bearers preceding him. Anisha arrived later and received the same blessings from the Sultan of Brunei and Queen Saleha before anybody else did. The couple wore matching crimson dresses for the ceremony, which were lavish, well-designed, and ornamented. Anisha carried a bouquet fashioned in silver with gem adornments and looked fabulous with her diamond earrings and a pretty heavy-looking diamond necklace. About 5,000 guests graced the couple with their presence, including many foreign dignitaries, monarchs, and world leaders. Among the monarchs present at the event were Bhutan's King Jigme and Queen Jetsun Pema, Malaysia's King Abdullah and Queen Aziza, as well as Jordan's Princess Noura Assem and her husband, Amr Farid Zaidan. Prime ministers from Malaysia, Indonesia, Singapore, and the Philippines were also said to be in attendance, amongst many other guests. Following the wedding ceremony, the newlyweds embarked on a procession in an open-top Rolls-Royce, with crowds lining the streets of the capital, Bandar Seri Begawan, with billboards celebrating the couple and other festive regalia. Many fans also took to Instagram to express congratulations to the couple, as well as condolences to the many girls and guys who dreamed of being the lucky ones. And just when you think you've seen it all, wait till you hear about Sheikh Mohammed's extravagant wedding surprise that left everyone in shock. The reason behind it is jaw-dropping, and you won't believe what he did. Trust me, this story is even more unbelievable than Prince Mateen's fairy tale wedding. Ready for more royal drama and shocking secrets? Click on the next video now to uncover the mind-blowing details. You don't want to miss this.